Before we begin the story, don't forget to hit that like button if you're into ancient history, and subscribe if you love stories that don't end with a period but with a question ... And today's question: was Djoser just a king, or the first man who tried to become a god through architecture? Let us know your thoughts in the comments after hearing the full story. But the strange twist in this tale is that Imhotep himself, years after his death, was deified as the god of medicine and wisdom ... Over time, he became a divine figure, worshipped in Egypt, in Greece, and even in Roman civilization ... What kind of brilliance was behind this pyramid? What kind of will turned a tomb into a timeless architectural miracle? Far from the noise of the modern world, on a rocky plateau drenched in eternal sunlight, stands a silent, strange, ancient structure ... It doesn't resemble Khufu's pyramid or the temples of Karnak. No, it is something older, something that looks like stairs to the heavens ... This is the Step Pyramid of Saqqara, the oldest pyramid in human history. But what many people don't know is that behind this structure is a story that began over 4,600 years ago with a man who wasn't just a king, but the beginning of a new era ... His real name was Netjerikhet, but we know him today as Djoser, the first king of Egypt's Third Dynasty, and the founder of the first truly centralized state in history. In his time, Egypt wasn't just a collection of villages along the Nile. It began to transform into a powerful state with administration, military, laws, and a unified belief system ... But what made Djoser different? What makes him worth talking about today, thousands of years after his death? The answer is stone ... Yes, stone. But not just any stone, the stone that changed history. Djoser didn't want to die like those who came before him ... In his time, royal tombs were simple mudbrick mastabas that crumbled after a few years ... But Djoser wanted something that would never die. Something that would make him immortal ... And at that moment, another man stepped into history, a man named Imhotep. Imhotep, a genius who wasn't from the nobility, rose through his knowledge and talent ... He was an architect, physician, philosopher, priest, and royal advisor ... He is the first person in history whose name we know in both architecture and medicine ... Imhotep proposed a revolutionary idea to the king. Why not build your tomb in stone instead of mud? This wasn't just a change in building material, it was a shift in thinking ... For the first time, humans would attempt to build a tomb not just to bury a body, but to endure forever ... The project began on the plateau of Saqqara, northwest of Memphis, the ancient capital ... And over the years, under Imhotep's direction, the structure began to take a completely new shape. 6 stone mastabas, each one smaller than the one below, rising toward the sky like a staircase for the gods ... And thus, the first pyramid in history was born ... Not just an architectural masterpiece, but a cultural declaration. We are here, and we will remain. But the pyramid was not alone. Djoser ordered the construction of a vast funerary complex around the pyramid: courtyards, walls, halls, gates, temples. Everything was built from stone, with incredible precision, as if the goal wasn't just to protect the king's body, but to establish a city for the dead, alive with purpose. The entire complex is surrounded by a stone wall 9 meters high, adorned with full stores and niches. There's only one true entrance, as if the place opens only to those who know the way, or those deemed worthy. Inside, there are vast courtyards and columns carved to resemble lotus stalks, symbols of life and purity in ancient Egypt. For the first time in architectural history, we see an attempt to replicate wooden and mud elements in stone, executed with masterful skill. Archaeologists even found a statue of Djoser himself, seated on his throne, gazing into eternity. It was placed in a small chamber called the Sadab, with 2 tiny holes in the wall known as spirit windows, so that Djoser's his spiritual lessons could watch the rituals performed in his honor. But why all this effort? Because at the heart of Egyptian belief, death was just the beginning. The king needed to ensure his safe passage to the afterlife, to become one with the gods. And Djoser wanted more than safety. He wanted immortality, and through the pyramid, he got it. Everyone who came after him from Snefru to Khufu to Ramses followed in his footsteps. Djoser wasn't just the first to build a pyramid. He was the first to build eternal glory. Though time has swallowed the names of hundreds of kings, though many ruled Egypt after him, Djoser remained. His pyramid still stands today, weathered, but proud. Silent, yet inspiring. Not just because it's old, but because it was first. And the first to do something. Their name lives forever. Djoser wasn't searching for glory in life, but in death. And he found it. Today, after thousands of years, his name is still spoken not only in history books, but in the heart of the first stone ever laid to last forever. If you've made it this far, you're one of the rare few who truly love diving deep into the past. Thank you. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more epic tales of rulers and civilizations that changed the world. And drop a comment. Who is the next king or historical figure you'd like us to cover? Shall we stay with the pharaohs, or journey into other empires? The choice is yours.